Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokémon Sword. In the last episode, we beat Mr. Miss Fighting. Don't misgender her. Just because she's a fighting type gym leader doesn't mean she's a boy. That's not how it works. Yeah, we beat B. And that was that. And now we're going to look around Stow on side and see what it has to offer. How exciting! And just as I predicted, the moment I do, a cutscene begins. Bow work. Yes, bow before work, the capitalist mantra. Looks like my Yamper really likes me. We run into each other at a good time. You know, the mural here in Stow on side, it's said to tell the story of the hero of Galar as well, though what's there today is actually a replica of the ancient art that used to be here. You tend to have a surprisingly sharp insight, just like a sword. A Pokémon sword. Anyway, something's exploding. What in the world was that? Sounds like it came from the direction of the ruins, too. Let's have a look. Come along, Yamper. I do kind of... It's funny, but not in like a great way, how... Because they can't really, like... There was no real, like, animation for it. And obviously, we're not in the physical space of the game. So, like, they have to give Sonia the line of, it sounds like it came from the direction of the ruins, specifically to be, like... to indicate that's where it was, rather than, like... It's more of a limitation of video games itself, other than, like, the fact that, you know, there was no animation for Boom. Also, while I'm standing here, I don't think I've ever noticed that the tops of these little totem things look like Cladle. Shoutouts to Zwoomp. What's going on up there? I don't know. Why is everyone just standing here? Destroy it! Destroy it all! We're gonna find those wishing stars. Raj. It's Bede. We've got to bring the chairman more wishing stars if we want to please him. Paparaja. If you're truly the chairman's Pokemon, then you should feel grateful for this chance to help him find wishing stars. I took one step. Oh my, you again. So you think that you can start collecting wishing stars now and get in the chairman's favor? That's the way of things, is it? I see. So you do have some cunning in you. But I won't have it. I won't allow anyone to stand in my way. Technically, nothing's standing in the way between the wall and Paparaja. So... You've got Duosion. Maybe someday I'll be able to use this Pokemon line, but it's only in Pokemon White, so I wasn't ever able to touch it in my Gen 5 playthroughs. Anyways, I guess I'll Hone Claws, because I'm not very particularly strong, and Power Trip relies on me being strong. It used Reflect. Well, that's a little annoying. I'm gonna Hone Claws again. It used Psyshock. Ouchies. Alright, let's see how Power Trip does now. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That's the good stuff right there. Right through the Reflect, too. I've already seen more than enough to judge you and your team's abilities. I like that Bede is a real dick. It's refreshing. Now you've got Gothorita! Now I'll Power Trip again and hope I go first. Aha! I'm speedy. Get killed. Rory grew to level 37. Arvanisa grew to level 29. Jamie grew to level 36. Everyone's getting levels. Now you got Hatram. And it's anticipating me. I think that means that I've got a move that's super effective on it, which I think is a good thing about Darkfang. No, you didn't die! My partner's move is simply splendid, wouldn't you say? You didn't use a move yet, but... Okay. Rory! You didn't die! Color me surprised! Okay, I think the Reflect is gonna wear off now, which will make it so that Power Trip just murders everything in sight. I have to win this for the chairman! Do you really think I'd let you keep me from everything I want? It's Galarian Ponyta, which I've realized in the time since is a Shield exclusive. So... it's also faster than me. Probably because it's a horse. Now Rory died. But don't worry, he always comes back. Sure. Nardole. But yeah. This Ponyta is exclusive to Shield, so I can't get it. But that's okay, because I don't need it. I've already got these in my living dex thanks to Pokemon Go. So, ain't that go-rific. Anyways, it's dead now. I like Galarian Ponyta. Which makes me kind of... it really does... the more I've been playing this, it makes me realize I don't hate the Galarian forms. I just hate a few particular ones so much that it made me think I hated the Galarian forms. I think it's because there's not really an Alolan form that I particularly despise. Like, there's Alolan forms I'm more indifferent to, but there aren't any Alolan forms that I hate. Like the Galarian forms. So, this has to be some kind of mistake. I demand a do-over. But why? How could this be? How could someone like you get in my way? I was the one chosen by the chairman. I was the one who was to defeat the champion. I am one of the elite. Someone who can shoulder the future of the Galar region. Challenger Bead. Hi. I wondered what you were up to when you asked to borrow Chairman Rose's Caparaja. I can't believe you tried to use the Chairman's Pokemon to destroy a historical site. Who cares for some ancient ruin when the next 1,000 years are at stake? Did you stand in the path of the Pokemon Simple Beam or something? See, here's the weird thing to me when... cause like... I get it, ha ha ha, Pokemon terms in a Pokemon game. But sometimes it really just makes people talk in such unnatural ways. Just call her an idiot. Why do you have to insult her using Pokemon mechanics? There's just a really weird vibe to it. I don't know. How do you expect to support the chairman with that sort of thinking? Young Bead. It pains me to have to say this, but I'm truly disappointed. It's true that I am the one who found you back when you were all alone. I saw talent in you. You reminded me a little bit of myself back when I was young. That's why I sent you to a trainer's school, to give you a chance at success. But trying to destroy the mural, part of Galar's history. You show no love toward Galar. You're clearly not a worthy challenger for the gym challenge. We'll decide what to do with you later. For now, you will return to Hammerlock. You must be joking, right? You're disqualifying me from the gym challenge? But you're the one who endorsed me! There are 100 different ways we could sort this out. Why are you choosing the worst possible option? Challenger Beat, I'll be taking those wishing stars that you gathered. Well, he's just gone now. Goodbye. Ah, Sonia, terrible shame all this, an absolute disaster. I never wished to see us lose the challengers for this sort of reason, yet we do what we must to keep things fair and sportsmanlike. I mean, I don't know if I would call that unsportsmanlike. Like, fighting a mural has nothing to do with the gym challenge. It seemed entirely based on Bede wanting to, you know, be a good guy in the eyes of Chairman Rose. So, like, he thought he was doing the right thing. I'm not saying don't disqualify him, because he clearly needed to be punished in that regard, and Rose disapproved. But, like, that has nothing to do with sportsmanship and fairness. Disqualify Clara or something like that, but not Bede for that. Anyways, I heard the announcer say that Bede has no family. What's the announcer saying about my family, Apparently it was Rose who took Bede under his wings, and so Bede was battling for the chairman's sake. Why is the announcer fucking saying that out loud to people? By the way, this guy's an orphan. Like, what? What kind of way is that to exposit dialogue and backstory? Like, it's pretty clear from... Like, you don't even need to have Sonia say that. Because, like, it's pretty clear from the dialogue. Oh, you're the one... when I found you, you were all alone and I took you under my... Like, it's very clear he's a fucking orphan. You don't need to have Sonia, like, give this really weird... Why is a gym challenger announcer saying that Bede has no family? Why is that even relevant to the Pokemon trainer competition? I mean, I guess, like, when I don't really watch sports, but I do know that, like pre-show interview sorts of things, or, like, that sort of thing where it's, like, on TV, it's, like, they delve into, like, the history of a competitor or something. So I guess for, like, a sports commentator version of, like, Pokemon battling in the gym challenge, I guess I could see that being, like, a part of Bede's history. So it's not that far-fetched. I was picturing it in the sort of, like, the sense of, like, you know, like, how Pokemon Stadium had the announcer of, like, going on with everything, like, mid-battle. I was picturing that sort of thing where it's, like, mid-battle as he's saying, like, oh, Bede's Hatena is doing this. By the way, did you just know that this guy has no family? Like, that's what I was picturing in my head when Sonia said that. So maybe it's not as far-fetched, but it's still very forced expository stuff that's like, we get it already. Bede has said this multiple times, that Rose took him under his wing, and... I mean, whatever. Anyways, mural has wall cracks. Yay. And now it has even more cracks. Look, how convenient. There's a statue right behind it. Two kings and two dogs. Brain blast. That's a very silly, like, reaction to that. Not a brilliant turn of events, but the ruins were brought into the light for us to see. What does this tell us about Galar's legends? A sword and shield. Right, more than any hero, there's those things that appear to be Pokemon that stand out. Not just that, but those Pokemon appear to be holding a sword and shield as if they were using them. Anything else look interesting to you? The same as the tapestries. Good observation, there really were two heroes. But if that's the case, then why only the one statue at the Bidoof drop-in? Historical revisionism, obviously. More than any statue of a hero or old tapestry, these ruins made in truly ancient times must show us the real truth. That's one way of looking at it, I guess. Which means... seems like at some point in history, the sword and shield were combined with the two actual Pokemon and treated as the same thing. But then what? They just faded from history? I don't really know what this is supposed to mean. Two young heroes, the sword and shield were actually Pokemon. Oh, they're meaning, like, metaphorically. Not meaning literal, like... Although there are sword Pokemon, and there is a shield on. So, maybe Aegislash and Shieldon were the true heroes all along. But why would the truth of these ruins be hidden when their stories were depicted in artwork? Who knows how they even got a cave mouth around this, like, thing anyway? What is this supposed to be? We're headed to Balonlia. Thanks for the revives. Like, what is this meant to be? Like, it's some sort of archway, but, like, how do you get mountain grown around it? I guess... it did kind of seem like the wall here was, like... it crumbled kind of evenly, although... there's literally zero debris. Where the fuck did all the debris go? They cleaned that up really fast. But, like... it did kind of seem like... you know how, like... Nardole is kind of like... it's very clean-cut pieces of, like, this slab. So it's like, it kind of seemed a little like that. In a way, it's actually very much like Nardole. Runerigus style sort of thing. Where it's like a mural that was, like, sort of, like, pieced together from individual slab stones and whatnot. Which is interesting. And so it's like... So I guess they covered it up, but then the question is why? I'm not sure the game actually answers that for us, but I also don't think it needs to. It's fine to have a little bit of, like, mystery and intrigue within the world and world building and, like, environment and storytelling like that. That's totally fine. The main issue that I have with what's been going on here so far is just that things are a little on the nose sometimes with, like, all the sword and shield stuff. It's a little silly in that regard. Anyways, what are we doing now? I'm gonna go heal up, because Rory is dead. And then we're gonna go into the forest. So, that will be a nice thing. Where is... Yeah, yes, here. Here we go. So, now that that's done... I wonder if I'm gonna get to the next gym in this episode, now that I think about it, because... If I recall correctly, it's literally just the forest between now and then, and it's... about 17, 18 minutes into this episode. So if I pick up the pace and go through the forest decently quickly. Now we're in the Glimwood Tangle. Joe Merrick's favorite place in existence. Shoutouts to Impidimp. I quite like Impidimp. Impidimp is one of my favorite Pokemon. But because I've been having struggles with, like, nicknaming Pokemon, I'm gonna try and get a girl Impidimp. But they're in the grass too, so it's fine. Oh, this guy from Gen 7. Shinotic. I don't really care about this guy, but I think it's grass type, so I can at least kill it quickly. I want to get an Impidimp. Is one thing I'm going to be saying. An interesting thing for me is I tried to use an Impidimp in my original playthrough. Because Impidimp is like the one Pokemon from Gen 8 that I knew going into the game originally that I really wanted to use. Because I love demons, I love imps, it's cute. It's perfect to me. The problem with Impidimp for me came when it evolved. I reached its final evolution and went, yuck. And after that, I boxed it permanently. So, I want an Impidimp on my team that I will then not fully evolve. But I think that'll be okay. I mean, I made it through with Grovyle for one time. Chalo. So, I'll be fine. I've even got Everstone, so I can just give for that when I eventually get it. Yeah. Basically, I want Impidimp on the team. The question is, who am I going to replace? I'm not entirely sure of the answer to that. I haven't had... See, here's the thing about Carvanista. I might just box them. Because I've already... Well, I'm gonna be very happy to get Rory evolved now. That's for... Oh, it's level 38? Now I've got my Steel Bird. It reigns supreme in the skies of the Galar region, but not Paldea. Must learn Steel Wing. 70-90. So, here's the thing. I do feel like Rory, it is possible for Rory to not stick around forever. Because at this point, now Rory is as strong as he's gonna get, and the question thus remains, how good is his moveset gonna be? Oh my god, stop giving me Shinotics! Because the thing about Rory and his moveset is that his moveset's not been very good. Power Trip sucks, is the problem. Drill Pick's alright. I'll give it that. But, like, if the moveset doesn't, like, improve, I could see myself swapping out Corviknight now. Liz wants to learn Discharge. 8100. That's better than Spark, that's for sure. But yeah, I think since Carvanista is mostly just there for friendship, I can manually get friendship up later anyway. So I do think I'm probably gonna swap Carvanista out. That's something sparkly? Yeah, that's something sparkly. Alright. So, we've made our decision. Oh, you got good line of sight. I'm gonna cut you out. Oh, you got a new Pokemon, never mind. Here's Sinistea. It's a ghost cup of tea. Because, you know, they had to get very British in this game. I like Sinistea and its evolution, and I would use one. However, it's pure ghost type, and I've already got Runerigus, so I had to make the decision in advance. And I like Runerigus more, so... Unfortunately, I will not be using the Sinistea line, but... Oh well. I like them. They're neat. And who knows, if there's ever another Galar game in the future or something, I can use them then. Who knows. Ooh! Huh. Are you gonna be a girl? Darn it. Well, this is the evolution of Impidimp. I'm fine with this one. Relatively as well. But... again, I wanted to make it easier to name. I want a girl, so... I'll try again later. Oh! Hatchrim's in here. Okay, well I need one of these for a Living Dex anyway. I don't have any of this line, so sure. Headbutt probably won't kill you. Okay. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. Oh, okay, crit plate, that's why. Well, it's pretty dark here, so I assume a Dust Ball would be effective. I'm so used to Pokemon Go, where if it gets 3 shakes, period, then you're good. But that's not how the actual main games work. Counter? Nah, I'm good. There's, like, basically 4 checks instead of 3. Alright, Hatchrim. I'll name you... Vicky. I am gonna need 2 more of these guys eventually, somewhere. Because one I need to evolve, and one I need to be a baby. But having one of them is good. Alright, while I look around, I'm gonna also move around. So that I'm making a little bit more progress here as well. Bag of Bright Powder. Cool, what's you? Well, I did say I need another one to evolve, so... I don't know if he evolves through level or what, but I can find that out in between sessions. Alright, next one's caught, and I'll name this one Grace. I'll evolve you later. There's another Morgrim. Still a boy, though. God damn it. Oh! Here's this thing. It's Indeedee. Indeedee is basically, this region's version of Audino. There's a male version and a female version that are, like, visibly different, but for whatever reason, finding them in the wild, you can only find males in Sword and females in Shield. So, but, like, if you breed them, you can get the other gender. It's not, like, actively, like, for completely, it's not completely version exclusive, it's just in the wild they're version exclusive. Anyways, thanks to Pokemon Scarlet, I have both of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and I can kill it, no problem. But that's Indeedee. Indeedee it is. It's kind of like, isn't Nidoran in the early game? Okay, I don't need another one of you, I need the smaller baby one. So I don't need one of you. Wasn't Nidoran originally, like, sort of like that as well in, like, Gen 1, where it's, like, males and females kind of, like, were a bit harder to find in some situations? Like that? I don't know if I'm making sense, but, like, I don't think it was, like, quite as, like, actively version exclusive in that regard, but it was something. I don't know. Anyways, let's go this way now. Oh, there's an Impidimp over there I can catch. Oh, well, let's see if you're a girl. God damn it! Why is this such a sausage party? Fight me, you little blighter. Why are they all boys? Well, I swear if there's like another Eevee situation where it's like they're just really hard to find as girls. And I'm only really trying to do it for nickname purposes and nothing more. I didn't think it was going to be a struggle. And here we are. Snore. You know what's interesting? I'm pretty certain that you're supposed to be able to also find Sinistea here. And yet, I'm not. I wonder if he's just rare. Well, here's another Morgrim. Come on. Give me something lucky. Look at you, game. Alright, well, let's fight this double battle. I like double battles, so I'll get to keep this one in. so I should check. While this happens... Oh! Really? Impotent can't be a girl. Why the fuck is impotent I didn't even know this about impotent. Why the fuck? What? Why? Genuinely, why is it gender locked? Well, I've been causing myself strife for no reason, but like... What? I don't understand that decision. Why is it gender locked? I would not have expected that at all. I was very confident that I would be able to just get a girl. I wasn't getting unlucky, it just wasn't a thing that could happen, period. Why? Girls can be mischievous! Maybe it's because of the final evolution, but that's very weird to me. I don't think it really makes sense. But, okay, I guess I will need to figure out a boy name. Well, at least I know the next one I find I can just catch easy peasy. That really threw me off, though. Glad I looked it up, though, otherwise I would have been here for hours. Just thinking I was getting incredibly unlucky or something. But, yeah, okay. Alright, well that was a fun, quick little double battle. Okay, sorry for all the Morgrams I've been ignoring. You can come out now. No, you're a phantom. Okay, so what do we got here? Another item up there. And over here, hyper potions. Another challenger over there, and something shiny that I don't seem to be able to walk to. Okay, well, you're optional, so I won't keep you in unless something interesting happens. Okay, she just had 2 Indeedee. Oh, hey, there's a Morgram! Perfect. Level 38, that's gonna be pretty good. Alright, so these guys are Dark Fairy type, I believe. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Wasn't expecting that. All surrender. You sure surrendered. The next Pokemon. Alright, I feel confident about the ability to catch this in a Dusk Ball. Go! Hell yeah! And after all this time, I still haven't actually thought about what I'm gonna name him. Let me think of male characters. Let me actually... I don't want to pull up my list, because... I don't want to pull up a new thing in the middle of a recording session. It gets down on all fours as if to beg for forgiveness. It's trying to lure opponents in so that it can stab them with its spear-like hair. Alright. You know what? I'll name him Ian. Because Ian is cool. Even if it's not the most fitting, necessarily personality-wise, I don't know. Works for me. Alright. The mystery has been solved. I can get a Luminous Moss. And I can get a U-turn. Since I'm playing on set mode, that could be useful. I wonder if anyone can learn that. Let's find out. Back. Plenty of people can learn it, actually. Well, it's a TM, so I can use it on multiple things. Rory needs better moves, so... I think I'm probably going to omit Power Trip at this point. Because I've also got Brutal Swing, and I also now have a Dark type as well. So, that's better for type advantage in that regard. Who's do you have? I feel like I don't need Slam. Because it's just... It's more powerful, I guess, but it's not going to get Stab anyway. So I feel like Stealth Rock I'd just be able to probably get a little bit more out of. And in classic TM fashion, they break. And can they retaliate? Nobody can learn... You can learn Rock Blast. Interesting. What are Ian's moves? Ooh, you've got Prankster! Oh, hell yeah, you've got Prankster! Oh, I've used the Sableye with, Prankster in, Pokemon Showdown stuff. Oh, I love Prankster. I need to get me some status moves then. That's good to know. My special attack is better than my regular attack. That never misses. This is a very interesting moveset. I think I'm just gonna keep it for now. It's all Dark type, sure, but like... I don't know. Okay. Anyways. Let's hop back down. So we never did find a Sinistea, which surprises me, because I'm pretty certain that's where they were, but oh well. Welcome to Balon Leia. A very shiny, sparkly forest realm. Lol lol. So let's see what we can explore for a tad. Heal my Pokemon. We got a bit more of a team shaping up here. I won't deny that. I don't really... Is there anybody else I'm even going to be using? There's one Pokemon that I think I wanted to put on the team. So I'll have to make a decision then. Somebody's getting the boot. Anything good to sell? Got some Comet Shards. Got 5 rare bones. I got a ball mushroom. Okay. I want to give that steel boosting thing. Boost the power of steel type. I'm gonna give that to Rory. I have a lot of metal coats, apparently. And I guess, because I'm being mischievous, you can have the bright powder, sure. Alright, do you have anything? Nope, okay. Alright, let's explore this place for a little bit. Fugagaga, I'm a Pokemon, have a battle with me. Listen for a second. Scorbunny and Sizzlebeat are different species, but they're both still Pokemon. Scorbunny and I are different species, just like Sizzlebeat and I are different too. If you think about it that way, there's no problem with calling me a Pokemon. I don't mind. What? You don't have to worry about me. Even I know it's pretty lofty logic. I wanted to become a Pokemon once. You can be one. Just play Mystery Dungeon. I got it. A change of fashion style could change the way I feel too. Basically, if I can make myself feel the way a Pokemon does, it'd be like I became a Pokemon. Don't you think? Would you please put on some clothes with a fiery spirit that embodies my burning feelings? I'm not playing dress-up for you, man. What's in here? Opal's been a gym leader for a long time. Give mushrooms a nudge. Which is a very weird thing to say. Okay, you're talking to a wall. Very weird thing to say after you've gone through it. I defeated... Oh, you're giving me a TM. Hex! Excellent. Finally, I get something for going into these houses. Oh. I'm fighting somebody. I wasn't expecting this. You've got a Dottler. Dottler effect. How many Pokemon do you have? Just one. Okay. What is this about? Am I not just gonna kill you instantly? What is going on here? Okay. Good lesson there, I guess. Solidity? What is that supposed to mean? What was that about? Oh, are you saying that you have an Eviolite? Yeah, okay. Didn't really quite work out the way you intended it to, I don't think, but... Oh well. That's probably better for Ian than Bright Powder. Because technically, it can always evolve. But eventually I'm gonna have to give it an Everstone. I don't know at what point it does evolve, but I just know I'm not evolving it. The third Pokemon in that evolutionary line is... I would rather it never existed in its life. I think it is abhorrent and disgusting, and I hate it with a burning passion. I would hate it even if it wasn't an even if it was just like a completely standalone like side thing that didn't impact the Impidimp line at all. But the fact that it does impact the Impidimp line, it's like the third version of that line. I think it's awful, and I'm sorry. I will not do anything else. So, before, I'm not going to do the gym now, because it's been 54 minutes for me, which probably means more like 34 to 40 minutes for you guys, which is a good amount, decent amount, and we did some battling, we added a Pokemon to the team, and we went through an area, so it's like, it's not like nothing happened in this episode, and next time we can do the gym, so that's fine. But I can capstone this episode off with the fact that people really hate Balanlia here, and the reason for it is because it's this really, really pretty town. Like, it's a town that's sort of like meant to evoke Fey Realm stuff, like all these glowing mushrooms. It's very pretty, very gorgeous, very like spooky in a way. It's like, it's really well designed in that regard. And it is, other than this one building, which admittedly has had the most content in any of these random buildings that I've been going into, it actually had not only a TM, but also an item and battle. So, like, that's something. But, like, there's nothing else here, and so, like, I feel like a lot of people really, really hated how cool this town was and how there's nothing else to it. It's just basically performance at that point. And I kind of... I see the reasoning why. Like, I feel like it's a bit of an exaggeration how much time you spend in other Pokemon towns is the thing. But I feel like the thing is, most Pokemon towns, even since the very beginning, have had some monumental, like, thing, some sort of site to engage yourself in. Like, you think of, like, Pewter City Museum, Nugget Bridge in Cerulean, the SS Anne in Vermilion, Celadon Department Store, Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar Island, the Safari Zone, Lavender Town's Pokemon Tower, Saffron City's Sylph Company. Like, a lot of places, even since Gen 1, have something in the town to make them feel engaging. And that's a trend that's kept up through other Pokemon games. Or at least, like, there's something nearby, like, Fortree City was nearby the Weather Institute. I don't remember most Pokemon names is a problem for me. Lava Ridge Town was, like, right near Mount Chimney and the escalator thing. What's the place that's, like, Slateport. Slateport had, like, the Oceanic Museum and the beach beneath it with all the trainers. Gen 2 had, like, the place with the lighthouse. It had, Sprout Tower. It had Goldenrod Department Store. Blackthorn was right by the Ice Path and had the Dragon's Den. You had the other place by the Lake of Rage. Gen 4 had another Safari Zone. Great Marsh, I guess, is the Safari Zone. I'm blanking on all the Gen 4 town names. You had the Gen 4 had the lakes. Those were all usually attached to a place. But yeah, you had other places like Dragon Spiral Tower in Gen 5. I don't know. The point that I'm getting at is that, like, what makes a good Pokemon town, usually, is the fact that, like, there's one, like, noteworthy place of existence to it. And a place like this feels like there should be something more to it, you know? Like, even if you just look at this game, like, you had Stow on side with the big mural, and you had the other place, Hulbury, I think? With the ocean place that had, like, the restaurant, and, like, even in this game's limited town usage, like, they were still doing things in the town that, like, let you do things, you know? Or at least tried to let you do things, or had a cutscene involving them. Balanlia, if you don't count the Glimwood Tangle, there's just nothing here. And I feel like that means that this place, especially a place that's ripe as potential as, like, what this place looks like, becomes a huge disappointment to people. And I can understand why when you look at it from that perspective. But anyways, that aside, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Sword, we're gonna go to the Fairy Gym. So, see you guys then!